Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to the channel. Now, I came across this video about 15 minutes ago of this weird walking mechanism thing. I have no context about where this came from or why this exists. I've never seen anything like it. It is probably one of the most unique walking mechanisms I've seen. It doesn't look like it has the ability to steer anywhere or anything like that. But when I saw it, I was like, I'm gonna build that. I'm gonna build that in ScrapMan. I think I can do it. There's definitely some interesting complexities going along with this thing that isn't going to make it the easiest thing to build in ScrapMan. First of all, the thing that is running along the track is a separate entity from the rest of the system. So I am gonna have to build that as a detachable object so that it can freely track along the I don't know what kind of terminology I need to use here. So I'm just gonna make stuff up as I go along with it. But let's see if we can build this thing. Let's see if I can actually engineer something in ScrapMan that works as closely to how this thing works. It's probably gonna have to be pretty big. Okay, so scale is gonna be the thing here. So if I'm gonna have, if I'm gonna have these wheels move across the beam, I have it up, I'm looking over here because I have the image up on my other monitor of the creation. So if these wheels are gonna move across the beam, they're also gonna have to be able to fit under the connection point of each leg. So that means it has to be, oh boy, this is gonna be kind of massive. It has to be 7 blocks. Because yeah, this wheel is gonna have to go under on both sides. All right, so I am just gonna start with building the most necessary part of this, which is the beam, that everything is attached to this beam. So the legs are gonna come off of the beam, and how long the beam is also crucial because the legs have to be long enough that the vehicle can fit underneath the beam without touching the ground, especially as it rotates down. But they also have to be short enough so that when this whole thing rotates end over end, the legs won't hit each other as they flop over. The curve is also a key part of this. These wheels are gonna have to go across some type of curve. We're in ScrapMan here, so curves are not always amazing in this game. Do you think we could do this? Do you think this can pass enough for the curve? These wheels, it's just the wheels have to be able to get over it. That's all it needs to happen. All right, so if this is the shape, I need to add another layer. I gotta add another layer to the bottom because they need to actually have a track that they're running along like this. And I just realized I wanted to make this whole thing out of the square mesh block because this has the least friction. So yeah, I want this wall to have no friction. All right, there we go. I've kind of rebuilt it. So this is the track that the wheels should be able to ride along. And this isn't going to have a lot of friction. So if they're touching this inside wall, it shouldn't really matter that much. And actually, to be honest, like we don't really even need a whole lot of this inside wall. I mean, even in the original creation, they have some holes and stuff. So yeah, we might just be able to do something like that, you know? All right, I really hope it's gonna be able to get over that. It's gonna be powered by electric engines, so it should have a decent amount of torque. All right, there we go. So there's one side. So I figure I can build half of it, and then I can just weld and duplicate the other half, like onto the other side, because it should be symmetrical. All right, so now I'm just gonna build down the legs. I don't know how long I'm gonna make them. All right, so I think I'm done with this section, and this is just the half of it. Get it? Because it's literally half. We're gonna duplicate. Okay. All right, should be able to weld that right over there. Okay, and how's this looking so far? Look at that. So I really hope that. Oh no. Oh no, I made a mistake. I can clearly see now as I'm looking at this, I've built this to go way farther past here. This is so difficult. I mean, I just gotta make the legs longer to accommodate that, but like, I'm realizing that in order to, I'm gonna need so much weight because in order to get this thing to flip over, whatever creation I build, once it gets over here, it has to be heavier than all of the rest of this on the other side. And I can give it more leverage by extending this further, but the further I extend this, the lower it's gonna swing, meaning there's less room. I clearly I didn't make these legs long enough. I'm starting to have doubts now. All right, I've extended the legs. Maybe this is gonna be more doable. I don't know. None of this stuff is gonna matter until I have a vehicle that can roll along this. And even that itself, it also has to be contained within these. This is gonna be a nightmare. Okay, so now I have to build the thing that is going to attach to this, and I'm building it off of this cardboard block because then I can destroy this cardboard block and then have it fall and sit as a separate object. All right, so I'm just going to attach these wheels to this and then build around it, which is kind of unfortunate that the lift is directly in the way. This could work in my favor. This could work in my favor soon. So I'm going to use small pipes here because I want to minimize any chance that there's going to be friction against this as it's trying to ride along. So there's going to be this little gap here. The only problem is my lift is in the way, preventing me from building, but I guess let's just lift this up and I can build it from here now. And I'm gonna build this thing out of the heaviest material here that I can, concrete 3. And I really don't know how much of this it is going to take to offset the rest of this, all of that stuff. All right, I built the cabin and I think we're ready for our first test run. No idea what to expect. So I put a spud gun right above the cardboard block. I hope that this works how I was expecting. I press the button. And I think we are now a separate, oh, I have that reversed. We are a separate object, and I really don't think this is gonna be heavy enough yet. I'm probably gonna have to add a, oh, wasn't anticipating that. All right, we're gonna have to add some more stability to these feet. Man, well, that was a great first attempt, wasn't it? I mean, this thing did move as an independent object across this, so that's a bonus. Okay, so the issue is that these were unable to stay upright. So the solution of that is just simply give these longer toes. Okay, let's see if this addition helps us right here. Go ahead and disconnect. Oh yeah, I forgot to reverse that again. Well, look at that. Oh, no, no, no. Okay, we're good. No, we're good, we're good, we're good. Okay, now are we heavy enough? Oh my goodness, no way. Oh no, how does it get over this section? Do we need to keep momentum? We're so close. I cannot believe how close this is working. Come on, come on. Go. I don't know what to do. I cannot believe what I just, like, this is second try. Go, 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 go. What do I don't know. I don't know. Do I need to put more weight on the legs, maybe? I really don't know what to do about that. I mean, it could work. The real life version works, so this should theoretically be able to work. Okay, hold on. I feel like I can make this part shorter because then I'm not gonna be as close to the ground and I don't know. I don't know if this will help at all. I'm just gonna cut that off and then I can just weld it back on with those 3 blocks missing. And then I just do the same thing the other side. Yeah, so this should keep us farther away from the ground as we go through. I don't know if this has any effect on the momentum issue that we were having. I don't know if I can complete the flip easier because of this or not. All right, here we go. Next attempt. Oh, gotta actually disconnect it. I fixed the direction of the motor now. All right, let's keep our momentum this time. Let's just go all the way through. Just keep going. Keep going. No, did we just do it? Wait, why did that side not work? All right, hold on, come back up, come back up. Ready, ready? Just need to give it a chance here. Okay, come on, just a little bit more. All right, forward. Yeah, oh no, these legs. Maybe I should attach the legs at the bottom so that they don't swing independently and they'll stay together more likely. I would love to just have me be able to go full speed. Oh, how do I make these, like, in the video, they land so perfectly. I don't know what I can do to help that, but this is, can you believe that this is working so soon? Like, the amount of trial and error was the least I think I've, like, ever had on a project of this scale, of this complexity. This is kind of blowing my mind right now that this has been successful already. All right, hold on. No, oh, no, no, no. It is not meant for, no, it is not meant at all for uneven terrain. Okay, there's some improvement. This thing is somehow already functional, but there's definitely some improvements I'm gonna make here. All right, so I'm adding concretes to the feet here because I'm thinking maybe it'll help with the stability of planting the feet down a little bit. I don't know. All right, and the other thing I'm gonna do is connect these legs together. That way they don't swing independently from each other. Am I gonna be heavy enough now? It definitely goes slower. Let's see what happens when it swings around. The concrete, I'm an idiot. Why did I not realize that they were going to hang up like that by connecting them together? It's so obvious now that I see it happening, but for some reason, it just wasn't clicking that they have to pass through this thing. Oh, that was stupid. That was embarrassing. All right, I don't think there's an easy way to connect these legs together without taking advantage of like some type of collision glitch. All right, so if you look closely, what I've done here is I've essentially attached both sides of this axle to each other with suspension, because suspension doesn't have a collision. So then as one leg rotates, it's gonna cause the other leg to rotate because these are attached to each side, but they're not going to collide and they're going to be able to rotate freely through these blocks here. Okay, I think that should solve our problem. Let's give it a try. Disconnect, go forward. So now they should not swing separately from each other at all. And they should just be able to rotate all the way through now. Yes, keep going. Oh no, too much. I don't know what to do about this. I think we messed up. Oh, no, there we go. There we go. Forgot, I can always correct it by just kind of getting the weight back over past the other set of legs. So they do rotate together. They don't seem to swing separately at all anymore, which was the plan. But they do still swing a little bit too far forward before they settle in. It's hard to get them to settle in right at the perfect moment. You know, oh, maybe some suspension could make this happen. Because ideally, I just want to be able to hold forward and it just goes without an issue. Like, I act like I haven't already built a successful working version of something kind of crazy. I got some ideas on how to, I'm going to try to improve on the original design here. First of all, I don't know why I didn't do this in the first place. These should be concrete slab because concrete slab has much more grip than any of these blocks. Okay, I've made a couple of adjustments. The feet now have more friction, and they also have suspension. We'll see if that helps. And I've added steering here. I don't know if it's gonna actually do anything. It's kind of up in the air for me on whether or not that's gonna work. It's just a shot in the dark. Let's just see what happens with it. All right, definitely see the suspension working. Or doing something. All right, they come down. Okay, oh, that's weird. Why are those... Wait. How do those get Oh, I can't do steering. Because once I disconnect my seat from the rest of this, the steering hookups, of course, also get disconnected. Okay, so that is clearly not gonna work. So yeah, the steering idea, whether or not it would have worked, I don't know. But I can't do it anyway. Oh my goodness, guys. All right, check it out. I'm just holding the throttle open now. I'm just pressing W. And the last one did it. Let's see if this one does it now. Look at that. That is totally just, I could drive right through it. I don't have to manage my speed anymore. The suspension, I think, helped a lot, and the friction. I mean, that's not the most perfect landing, but it's still, it doesn't require any fine tuning. I could just hold it. We're doing it. I thought this was gonna take me like 3 hours to do. I really thought this was gonna be a borderline impossible thing, but it's working. Look at it go. That was great. That was a great step. I think this is probably one of the best ideas I've ever had for a video. I'm so glad I came across, oh, this isn't gonna go good. I'm so glad I came across that. I'm just gonna keep going until this thing can't go anymore. Let's see how far we can get. This is obviously gonna be a trouble spot here, but I wanna see how it handles it, if it does. Here we go. Uh-oh. Okay, I don't know what to expect here. Am I gonna hit the rock when I come down? No way. All right, now the ground's gonna be uneven from left to right. I have no idea what to expect with this part. Uh-oh. I am already exceeding expectations a lot here. We're on uneven ground, and it's still managing. We're about to tip over. Like, that's gonna happen, right? This is such a crazy mechanism. And it works. I cannot believe that, like, I really thought that the trouble part was going to be riding across that rail. I thought that was going to be full of inconsistencies and instability, but there's no issues with that part. Like, there's no issues at all with that part. This is amazing. Okay, you know, I gotta, just for the sake of the video, I'm gonna do a fast motion version, because this is a pretty slow mechanism that's going, but let's see what it looks like if we speed everything up. What's a good angle, though? Is this a good angle, just sideways? I can't even get the whole thing in the shot. All right, we're going with this angle, and I'm just gonna go until, I don't know, until I think I have enough footage for a good sped up version. Here we go. And we have finally met our match going up into this hill here, but that was immensely successful. I wasn't even watching the screen for half of that. I was holding W and then browsing my phone. So that just did all of that by itself without any need to pay attention to what's going on. So yeah, I think there's only one thing I want to change with that, and that is to give this thing an actual center point in the middle here, because I was noticing that the spud gun is not centered. So if I just delete that, and then weld that right back, it is, I fixed it. I'm just gonna confirm to make sure that that doesn't change any of the physics of it. It really shouldn't. It shouldn't affect anything else. It just made the middle slightly shorter. And yeah, we're fine. We are all good, and now you can see the spud gun sit centered. So yeah, this is probably one of the most amazing things I've built in Scrap Mechanic. I can't believe it worked. If you guys have any other, like, I just came across this video randomly on the internet. If you guys have any other things that you've seen like this, or you're like, oh, I wonder if that could be a cool thing to make in Scrap Mechanic, you know, let me know. Let me know down in the comments below. Let me know what to search for, and maybe we can find some more of these awesome things. Well, if you guys enjoyed this video, you'll probably enjoy some more on the channel that you can find on the end screen right here. Hope this video has earned your subscription. Anyway, this has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.